We're down at the Willett School, and we're down here to talk about an old friend, and that is Marilyn Salzberg, who unfortunately passed away in March of 2010. I'm joined by her husband, Bob, and one of her children, Dan. And Steph couldn't make it. She's down somewhere, Bob. Where's Steph these days?
Stephanie's in Virginia. She got married last year, and she and her husband live about 40 miles outside of Washington, D.C.
Okay. For people who don't remember, tell us a little bit about Marilyn.
Well, Marilyn was one of the original townies, like many of you know. 1951, born at Norwood Hospital, spent her whole life here. St. Catherine's, of course, Norwood High School. She didn't get to BC, she went to UMass, and then Penn State, and then back to Norwood, where she lived her entire life.
And now, now I'm trying to remember. Yeah, the kids were born when she was on the school committee, right?
She got onto the school committee when the kids were in elementary school.
Right.
1990, so you would have been...
I would have been 9 years old then.
9.
So I remember.
So Danny, what was it like having, being a student and having your mother on the school committee?
Well, it was kind of interesting. All of my teachers had to ask me if they had to be really nice to me. And it was always nice actually going door to door and campaigning with her. That was always a lot of fun. That was always one of my best memories of her.
Now, I know sometimes if your parents are a member of the school committee, they get to give you your diploma. Did that happen, and what was that like?
Yeah, my mother, she ran for chair of the school committee my senior year of high school, and she was able to give me my diploma, and that was a really great moment. Yeah, to be able to to celebrate immediately with my mom, like right after getting my diploma. That was really nice.
So while you got the mic, tell us what you're doing right now.
Right now I'm in graduate school at Boston University, so I'm in a PhD program, been there 4 years, and hopefully only about 1 or 2 more.
So we'll be talking to you, Dr. Salzberg, soon.
Hopefully very soon, yes.
Not me. I don't think so.
So, Bob, now, Marilyn suffered from breast cancer, I believe it was, right?
Yeah, she was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2006. She was treated for about a year and made a recovery. Unfortunately, he came back in 2009, and it was, just one of those things. They did the best they could. We had some wonderful doctors, both at Norwood Hospital, the Foxborough Clinic, and at Dana-Farber, and she passed away in March of 2010. And before she passed away, she wrote a book.
And that's why this guy's in the picture.
And the star of the book is right here. His name is Pompeii. Pompeii was named after Pompeii, actually, in Italy. Our daughter was doing a semester in Florence, and of course we had to go visit her. And one of our favorite stops on the trip was Pompeii. And when we got the puppy when Marilyn was sick for company, we couldn't come up with a name other than let's pick something from our trip to Italy, and the Pope really didn't sound right.
It sounded a little sacrilegious.
So, we came up with Pompeii, and he's been, that's what he's been ever since. So we've had him, he just turned 5. We got him when he was 14 weeks old. And he was Marilyn's companion when she was sick. Never left her side. It's just one of those things you hear about. Dogs have a sixth sense of knowing when they're needed, and he was just always right by her bedside during the bad times.
So Pompeii was like her muse in a way.
I guess so. But you couldn't separate them, whether she was lying on the couch or in bed or wherever she was. But Pompeii was always there. And one day around Thanksgiving time in 2009, she was writing furiously. I didn't know what in the world she was doing, and it was on the back of an envelope. I was thinking of Abraham Lincoln writing the Gettysburg Address at the time. And I said, "What are you doing?" And she says, "I'm writing a book about Pompeii." And that's what she was doing.
And it's a beautiful book.
Pretty amazing.
I think you can see the resemblance.
Story.
Pompeii, look this way. This is why W.C. Fields never worked with animals.
And it's a true story. We had it published. She did see the draft of it, not the final copy, but it's been published. Pompeii has a website which my daughter put together. You can find that. It's called PompeiiBooks.com. And we've collected quite a bit of money from the sale of the book, and it all goes to the Norwood Scholarship Foundation, which you can read about on the website. We've given out 2 scholarships now over the past 2 years to students majoring in either special ed or nursing, which were 2 of Marilyn's favorite areas. She was a special ed teacher for 20 years, both in Franklin and in Natick. And her mother was a nurse, so nursing was very dear to her also. So the book is her legacy, and Pompeii's too.
And tell us some of the story. You told us earlier that look at this guy. It's a true story. So everything that happened in this book really happened.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is in the nonfiction section of the library if you're going to go check it out. But yeah, this is just a simple day in the life of a dog that likes to go around, have fun, bark at the neighbor's dog, run around, loves taking a bath, which is unlike most dogs I know. But this is just a typical day in the life of a happy-go-lucky dog named Pompeii.
And what's the age of the reader? Is it someone who's going to read it themselves or be read to?
We found, for instance, I brought the book in, my sister-in-law brought the book into her son's class of second graders, and they loved the story. And then the following week, I brought Pompeii in to meet the children, and of course, it's pretty exciting for them to have met the main character of a book that they had just had read to them. But, you know, 2 to 4 year old, it's a great story to read to them. And then a little older kids could read it themselves.
Okay. So, I mean, Marilyn was the type of person, I got to know her. She's like one of 2 people that was an elected official that actually helped me the first time I ran for moderator. It was her and Alan Eulis.
Oh, yeah.
And so always she held a special place in my heart because she didn't have to do that. But, you know, she's the type of person that is a giver. And, you know, you've still found a way to have her give even after she's gone.
She was very special because she always got the job done and you never knew about it.
Right.
You know, she was a behind the scenes person, and that's just the way she liked it, not looking for any kind of publicity, just making sure the right things got done. And whether she was teaching, she was a favorite in Natick, where she taught mostly special ed, although she did teach 5th grade for a couple of years. And also the teachers there just loved her. She's still her favorite best friend, who was able to help her at the wedding when Stephanie got married last year, was her first student teacher.
Oh, wow.
And 15 years they were best friends. So that's just the kind of impact that Marilyn made on the people that she came in contact with. She was a very special person.
And back to the book, what's your favorite little story in the book? Start with you, Dan. Well, go ahead, Bob.
No, go ahead.
Hi, Dan.
You ever?
Oh, actually, it definitely has to be when Pompeii goes over and starts barking at the dog next door. We grew up on Barbary Lane, right next to the Tierneys, who many people may know. They have a large German Shepherd over there, and as you can expect, German Shepherd has a couple of pounds on Pompeii here. Well, that wouldn't stop Pompeii from running around the lilac bush and barking at the German Shepherd, running around the lilac bush and barking at the German Shepherd again. That was pretty much a daily routine of him, so I enjoy it. I always think of Pompeii when I think of that.
How about you, Bob?
Well, I remember the bath because it was the funniest thing watching this little dog who was full of energy, and always he'd jump up in your lap and he'd do tricks. We have some videos of him doing the high jump and sitting and twirling and other things, but when you put him in the sink to take his bath, you knew he didn't like it, but he just stood there and took it like a man. And he still does. I just gave him a bath the other day, and same thing. He just stands there, waits till he's done, and then he runs around the house and tries to, rolls around, tries to get the shampoo smell off of him. But giving him a bath is my favorite memory of the book.
The thing that struck me as the book, when we were talking about it earlier, was this picture here, and it's when he runs around, gets so tired that he actually collapses in his bowl.
Well, you know, we're very fortunate to find an internet illustrator who did the book for us. She lives out near Worcester. Her credits are in the book. But I just emailed her digital pictures, and I had a fantastic picture of Pompeii with his face in the water bottle, in the water bowl. and she did a marvelous drawing, and that was Pompeii. That was absolutely what he looked like when he came in after running around the lilac bushes and barking at the German Shepherd.
Well, he's a lot like Marilyn. He didn't back down, from
Oh, no. That's what I used to say about Marilyn. She's the sweetest person in the world, but tough as nails.
Yeah, that's for sure.
When things had to get done, she got it done. So, very special person.
Well, what a great way to remember Marilyn by, and what a great gift that you guys are giving to the Norwood Scholarship Foundation. So, what's the website? Give it to me one more time.
It's PompeiiBooks.com. And it'll give you links to the Norwood Scholarship Foundation if you'd like to make a donation. If you'd like to buy a book, you can do that through PayPal, and I'll send the book out to you. That my daughter and I collaborate on that. So there's plenty of books. It's a great read, and it's a great gift for a birthday or for a holiday. So.
And the best part is you're helping the kids in Norwood, just like Marilyn did all those many years.
Well, it was really fun to go to the scholarship awards night and meet the kids, the graduates that were going to be benefiting from the Scholarship Foundation in Marilyn's name.
Okay, well, thank you both for being with us. Sorry Stephanie couldn't be there, but Steph, you're in our thoughts here. And thanks once again. Don't forget PompeiiBooks.com. It's a great book, honest to God. I wouldn't steer you wrong on that. And we'll be back with more Digest right after this.